How's it? Today is November 16th. It's Monday, and I have a simple snatch workout for you today. I don't know where to start, but today was just terrible. Like, simply put, it was just horrible. I was trying to hit 5 sets of 2 for the hang snatch at 200 because the progression was supposed to be 80 kilos, 85 kilos, 90, 95, and then see where I am at that point. That would have taken 4 weeks. So 2 weeks ago, I started at 175 pounds, which is just under 80 kilos. And last week I went to 190 pounds because 85 kilos is about 187 or so. And I didn't want to make the big jump from 185 to 200. I would rather have done 190 to 200, and so that's what I did. Except this week, I literally could only hit one double at 200. It just felt off the whole time. I think I tried 8 times total. We'll see in the video. But I think I tried 8 times total, and I was able to hit one double. Most of the sets I was able to hit one hang snatch. Some of them I wasn't able to, but it was just awful. Here's the first one. Like, that was such a close rep, like I don't know how in the moment I don't know how I could have fixed it. Looking back at it now, it's a little bit easier to see what was going on, but I think I was so frustrated that I got so close so many times that it just ended up being a terrible, at least as far as the snatch goes, it ended up being a terrible workout. So that's another close miss. I think the issue when I am looking at it now, along with Steve's help, was that when I get a little bit tired or a little bit timid with the lift, I tend to pull with my arms a little bit more than I should, and a little bit less with my legs. And so that makes everything as far as positioning and timing a little bit more off than otherwise. And so here's one of the ones I believe that I make the second rep, but the first one was just not a good one. So you can see there that my arms, I kind of don't really pull with my arms there. I was able to pull my legs. Here's the only set that I was able to do 2. The bar gets a lot of height, and I was able to save it. It wasn't quite in the right spot. That one was a lot more room, I would say. The issues that I think that I have is that as it gets heavier, I want to pull harder. So I want to maintain more upper back tightness. So it's really difficult for me to toe the line between using my legs, being aggressive, and positioning it correctly, right? I think every single attempt that I had today, I would have been able to make if the bar was set, or I was able to place the bar over my head, maybe a quarter inch to the back, a quarter inch more posterior, because the bar just felt like it was just a little bit too out front, even though it looked like it was fine. I think that a lot of the reps could have been, if I had pushed the bar backwards, I think I could have saved a few more than I did. And like, hindsight is 20/20 or whatever. I just think that overall the execution on the hang snatches today was just terrible. I'm not sure how Steve wants me to continue next week, because next week would ideally be 210 pounds or close to 95 kilos, right? And so after that, I moved into the Panda Pulls, just 5 sets of 2. At 225, I think 220. On the first day I did these was my end weight, was my top set. And so starting at 225 for my pulls is kind of it shows the progression, you know. I think I was telling Steve that these are starting to become a little bit challenging from the floor. But once it gets around my hip, I think I can get the extension a little bit stronger than I then, at least as far as confidence wise, I'm a little bit more confident towards the hip than the floor. I'm still not best. I think that if I am able to manipulate the bar such that I push with my legs instead of pull with my arms, the bar will go higher and I'll be in a better position. It's all of the same issue that was actually giving me problems with the hang snatch. It's just that, you know, when I drill them, it's a lot more evident versus me actually doing the snatch. So after that, I moved into the snatch deadlift. This is, again, this is one of these things that I just really hate. It's, let me continue that. It's one of the things that I really hate, but I know that if I'm able to stick with it, I will get a lot stronger very quickly. And I think that if my goal is realistically to snatch 115, then I'm going to need to be able to do these snatch deadlifts with significantly heavier weight than what I am doing now. And I think, you know, it's all a progression. And I think I've progressed quite a bit on these as well. I'm still not a fan of how they feel and how difficult they are. I think there are a couple things that I should work on. I think when I pick up the weight, I don't really think about how I'm picking it up. You could see at the beginning of that first rep here, 245. That was a little bit better for at least the lift off from the ground. I could be more positionally aware so that it's more similar to how I would normally lift the weight, so that even though it's not a part of the lift per se, it's something that I practice. But yeah, not much else to say about these. I think in the future, I think Steve wants me to transition to normal pulls soon, because these are starting to get to the point where my technique is falling apart a lot sooner than I would like. You see there, I get pulled forward from the floor. If I can maintain my position from the floor, then I think I'll be in a great spot. Otherwise, it just seems a bit challenging now. So after that, I moved into, this is the last rep. After that, I moved into the overhead squat. The overhead squat didn't turn out as well as I would like it to have. This time, I was going for 230 for 3 sets of 2, but I was only able to do 1 set because my wrist started like just, it started kind of hurting. It wasn't like a oh I need to put this down. It's just like I can't hold this anymore because it's a little too painful, too challenging. But I was able to do the first set, and once it's over my head, it's not too bad. You know, it doesn't, like, as far as the squat goes, it's not a super heavy weight. So like you can see here, I'm pretty stable there. But you'll see on this next one that it's not as stable as I would like it to be. Yeah, it doesn't really look that unstable, but let me tell you, it was unstable. To finish off, I do my accessories, just 3 sets of 10 for pull-ups, and then 3 sets of 15 for the hanging leg raise. Another side note, today was the first day I used my leggings to snatch, or actually like lift, and I don't know if I like that. It's just a strange feeling with the sleeves over them. Yeah, but it is what it is. I think the strength work is coming along, so yeah. Thank you for watching. Shoot.